All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another MUFC Agenda match review. Manchester United get a 2-0 win in the Europa League, in the final Europa League game against FCSB away from home. A very controlled and good performance from a lot of players. But before we talk about individual players and the performance, I want to say, obviously, we have finished third in the Europa League. We were talking about it at the end of the live stream. Obviously, this video is coming literally about 2 minutes after we've done that stream. So if you watch that, thanks all for watching. And if you're watching this one, drop us a cheeky like if you're feeling nice and if you're feeling generous. But yes, we obviously eventually finished third in the Europa League table. I don't know 100% guarantee, but I think the way I was looking at the Champions League one, I believe we'll either play one of the four teams: Galatasaray, Sociedad, Midtjylland, and AZ Alkmaar. I think if I looked at the Champions League one right last night, I think we'll be playing one of those four teams. I'll probably check after the video, and I'm probably completely wrong. Let me know in the comments down below if I am wrong. I don't mind being wrong. All I know is we don't have to play a few extra playoff games, which would have been a pain in a season that is full of loads and loads of games, considering we're still in the FA Cup as well. And obviously the Premier League, we all know how intense that is and how many games you got to play every week, about 3 times a week until the end of the season, it feels like. But yeah, good performance in the game. First off I want to say it was quite similar to the second half, but the difference is we had more penetrating attackers in the second half. Obviously brought on Ahmad and Garnacho on in the second half of Collier and Malacia, which just added an extra attacking option and a bit more directness. And there was just a bit more confidence going forward when both of those two players came on. But in the first half, we were steady. We were actually steady, similar to the second half. We were controlling the ball well. I think we had 70% possession throughout both halves. We might have had even a little bit more in the second half. We didn't really have Midtjylland they had one chance on that free kick where it was a very good ball in, but I think he was slightly offside anyway with the sliding attempt that just went past the post. Apart from that, we restricted them to barely anything. Same in the second half, they didn't get much. They had that big chance from distance that hit the crossbar, and I thought it had gone in, to be honest. I thought it had bounced in and then bounced back out, one of those, but it didn't. But that was a good effort from them, to be fair. And then obviously our chance in the first half, we had the 2 from Mainoo was it really, and then a little bit of a flick header from Hoyland that didn't really trouble the keeper. Obviously that cutback from Mainoo, that could have been 1-0 there, and then same with the flick over the head. If the defender wasn't there, I suppose it would have been a worldie if the defender wasn't there, because that volley, flick over the head and volley in the goal. I mean, Mainoo was absolutely superb, and I think we're going to actually start on Mainoo because I think we may have just found the perfect position for Kobbie Mainoo. It doesn't matter which side it's on, which was absolutely shown by the first and second half, because he played in the left 10 in the first half and he was probably our best player, and he was our right 10 in the second half, which was even better because he got a goal and an assist in the second half, which was just an incredible performance. Because I thought it was amazing. Not amazing, because that's like unbelievable. Well, no, he was very, very good in the first half, but then he just took it to another level in the second half, which was incredible to see. Obviously, we know the talent he's got, but I just think when he's in those final third positions, it's when his best attributes come to play, with his physical strength to hold the ball sometimes when he's going into duels with people and taking people on, but also his composure and obviously his technical ability with the ability to dribble in and out of players. His composure and his ball quality is just, I think he's perfect for either of those 10 positions. Let me know what you think in the comments down below, but I think we've got to look at, he could be one of the starting 10s in Amarin's formation, and I think it could be something a little bit special, because if he plays in that right 10 position, it means Ahmad's playing that right wing back, and I think Ahmad in right wing back is fantastic. I think that, even though I think he's brilliant in the right attacking mid, I just think he gets more of the ball in the right wing back. And maybe, to be fair, he probably didn't get as much of the ball as normal today, but I think in general, what we've seen over the time under Amarin, when he was playing right wing back, he had a lot more ball, and it gave him more time on the ball as well, and it allowed him to run at defenders, which is, for a defender, it's not what you want to see. You don't want to see Ahmad running at you full speed, because he can either go left or right, and he can shift the ball pretty quickly at good pace, and he's actually pretty strong for a little lad. he's keeping the little lads nice and steady. But yeah, I think Mainoo opens up options, well, definitely an extra option for United in the future, because obviously we've got Collier, Agate, and Bruno, who showed he can play in that deeper role if he's going to be more disciplined. I don't think I can't really remember thinking he was playing any major crazy over the top balls, Hollywood passes, whatever you want to call them. And I didn't really remember any off by heart. Let me know if there was a few. I might be wrong. I might have not been concentrating on it enough, but let me know in the comments down below if he did. But I thought he was a lot better. And I thought the team just clicked, especially in the second half when both Garnacho and Mainoo came on. I'm going to speak about Garnacho now because I thought he had a very, very good cameo off that bench. I think he changed the game really alongside Mainoo, because both of them in the 10s, it was just kind of work. I wouldn't say Garnacho is an out 10, but he's definitely adapting to that position a little bit better. He does drift out a little bit more, but if he gets better on the inside and in the centre areas, then I think he can adapt to that position, because it doesn't matter if that wingers go in on the wide areas if the fullback's tucking into the central areas, does it really? So I think he's showing that he's also an option that can adapt to that 10 role, and I think he's getting better, and the coaching under him, you can see maybe he's just starting to do it himself, but off his own bat, but he's starting to make a few smarter decisions. He obviously got the assist for Mainoo. It was a great little cutback, but there's a few areas down that left side where I thought he made the right pass. Probably the only time where I thought he probably made the wrong decision, he didn't look up when Højlund was running in, because he actually went far. He went behind the defenders instead. Garnacho didn't look up, and he played it back into a similar spot where Mainoo was for his goal eventually. But overall, I thought Garnacho was fantastic off the bench. I don't want to sell him. I don't want to sell him at all. I've never really wanted to sell him. I've not really spoke about it yet on a video, because I was kind of waiting for him to get sold to do a rant video, because I just don't think it's a player you should be selling. He's 20 years old. He's shown fantastic potential. He's done some fantastic things. Yeah, he might not be Cristiano Ronaldo. I know he does Cristiano Ronaldo things. He likes his celebration stuff. But he's 20 years old. He's got that confidence in his own ability, which he's shown throughout his whole time since playing in the first team. And if you can just refine the edges, I think there's a fantastic player there. And there's a reason Chelsea are offering the big money for him, and Napoli were willing to pay at least 50 million. But I don't think we should sell him. I really, really don't. I think we should keep him, and I also think we should get in Tell. I don't know how we can do that. If we can get rid of Rashford maybe on loan and then get Tell in, but I think we should get both of them in. Well, not obviously get Garnacho in, but keep Garnacho and get him Tell. Just gives us another option on the wing. But yeah, I was really happy with the performance. I thought we played very well. There was nothing really to talk about defensively, because I thought we just played a very hard line. Martinez's balls, I will quickly mention. Pause. I meant his balls into the channels. That's what I meant. I think he's fantastic at playing those balls into the left side channel, and even when he switches it over to the right channel, I thought he's just perfect when we've got the ball. His ability on the ball is fantastic. But I'm going to stop waffling. The performance was great. We get a 2-0 win, and like I said, we are automatically qualified into the knockout stages. But we're going to do player ratings. I'm going to start off with Bayinde. Not much to do. Made a decent little save at the end, a bit of a reaction save. It was down the middle of him. But I'll probably just give him a steady 6. It's an average performance from him. Let me just quickly go to the overlays and pause the lineups in a minute when it changes back to the United. Here we go. Mazraoui, again, I'll probably really take my headphones off. Don't know why I've had them on the whole time. Mazraoui, again, I'll probably give it a 6. De Ligt 6, Martinez 6. They didn't really have to do much. Actually, I'll give Martinez a 6.5. I thought his passes were very, very good. De Ligt and Mazraoui, they didn't put a foot wrong, but they didn't really have to do much. So I'll just give him an average 6. I'm not criticising them. They just didn't have to do much. We were just very good at keeping the ball. So yeah, Martinez 6.5, De Ligt and Mazraoui 6. Dalot obviously gets his first goal. Gets his first goal under Ruben Amorim, and I think it's his first goal of the season, which is very good for him. very good run, and that's what you need from your wing backs, and that's what Ruben Amorim is asking from his fullbacks, really, to get up and get back, do both, and he did do both tonight. So I'll probably give him. I'll give Dallo a 7. I think it was one of his best performances under Ruben Amorim. So a 7 for me for Dallo. Yeah, definitely one of his best performances so far under Ruben Amorim. Collier, I'll give a steady 6. He didn't really put a foot wrong, but he got hooked. He probably maybe got caught on the ball a few times. There's a few heavy touches. I remember thinking there was about a 5-minute period where he kind of had a couple of loose touches and they were pressing him quite a bit. But he dealt with it. He was fine. It's a steady 6 for him. Mainoo, I think I'm giving a Mainoo an 8. I'm giving Mainoo an 8. He was absolutely fantastic throughout the whole game, full 90 minutes in that 10 role. I think we've unlocked a new beast. I mean, we've always known he's had it, but I think it's just perfect for him, that 10 role. I really, really do. And it's an 8 rating out of 10 for Kobbie Mainoo. Malacia, I'm probably the only person I'm gonna knock down. I'll probably give Malacia 5.5. Obviously got an early booking. Just can't do that up and down business. I don't think he backs his pace. I don't know if he just like I said, I don't know if he either doesn't back his pace or he just doesn't want to push himself. Obviously, he had a long time away from football, so it's going to be difficult, but I think it's a player that we might have to move on because we can't wait around for him to finally get back to what he was beforehand, because even that was a rotational player with Luke Shaw, let's be honest. So I think it could be time for Malacia to maybe move out on loan, especially now we're looking to get Dorgu, who is basically through the door. Ericsson, I thought Ericsson was solid. Didn't really notice anything special from him, but I'll probably just go a steady 6. Bruno, I'll probably go a steady 6. I didn't really notice anything too much from him. The standout players, obviously the first half it was Mainoo, and that was it really. It was a nice link-up play. There's a few times. Maybe I give Ericsson and Fernandez a 6.5 because we did keep the ball well. I probably would change that actually. I probably would go 6.5 for both of them. We did keep the ball well in some scenario, well in for most of the game. So they definitely, I suppose they should get a little boost for that. Rasmus, I'm not going to mark him down. I think it's a steady 6. I think he did a lot better. We were playing a few more balls into the channel so he could run onto. Still, there's some duels that he's missing out on and losing out on. But yeah, I'll just give Højlund a 6. Garnacho, obviously off the bench, I'm going to give him a 7.5. A little lower than Mainoo, but I thought he changed the game in his own way. And yeah, I thought it was a disciplined performance, a smart performance, doing the right things when he needed to. And he's looking like he's improving and adapting to this formation. And we just got to keep him now, and hopefully we can do. Who else came on? We had Lenny Yoro came on, Casemiro came on. I give them both 6s. Ahmad obviously came on. I give Ahmad a 6.5. I wouldn't say like a 7 or anything, but definitely a better than average. Him and Garnacho both had an impact on the game, so it's a 6.5 from Amad Diallo. Not his best game in his shirt, but he's always a threat. He's always a threat, and that is the best thing about Ahmad, and that's why we love him, because he is just a very, very good player, and I'm so glad we've got him, and I'm so glad that that Ten Hag got sacked in a way, because if he didn't, he might have been out of the door, and that wouldn't have been a good thing. So yeah, I'm just glad we've still got him, and we got him obviously down to a big, nice contract. Who else came on? I feel like there was another substitute. Xerxes came on. I give a steady 6. He was just average. Just like a few of the subs didn't really get into the game. Apart from it was just Garnacho and Ahmad really that kind of changed the game subs wise. But that's going to be it. My man of the match obviously is Kobbie Mainoo. Let me know in the comments down below who your man of the match for today's game is. Mine is Kobbie Mainoo, and to be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of your man of the match is either Mainoo or Garnacho. Yeah, that's going to be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. Leave a like if you have done, and I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye.